Do you feel like you are fighting for every single client that you get, and you feel like you're in an oversaturated market? That may not be the case. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why. So let's get to it. Before I get into this video, I want to say welcome. If you are new to this channel, we share business advice and relocation tips every single Tuesday. So make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our content. Photographers are saying that it is getting harder and harder to book clients, and they're blaming an oversaturated market. But we have 3 reasons why that may not necessarily be the case, and 3 ways to overcome the market that you're facing. One of the first things that may indicate that you are not in an oversaturated market is that there are new customers all the time. Why do I say that? Here's the thing, and this is directly from Investopedia. From a macro perspective, market saturation occurs when an entire customer base has been serviced and there are no new customer acquisition opportunities for any firm operating in that industry. So guys, here's the thing. There are new customers in the industry, period. So that is one of the key indicators that you are not operating in a saturated market. So reason number 2, the industry is growing. According to IBISWorld, over the past 5 years, guys, the photography industry in the US has grown by 1.6% to reach a revenue of 10 billion, not million, 10 billion in 2018. So what that means is that the photographers around you are raising their prices, they're adding in associates, they're growing their team. And that is a huge indicator that you are not operating in an oversaturated market. Number 3 reason why you may not be operating in an oversaturated market is because there are new people opening photography businesses every single year. In fact, at a rate of 3% growth in the industry this last year of new photographers opening up businesses. On top of that, established photographers were adding to their team at a rate of 2.4%. So that means that the industry is growing. So now that we've talked about the fact that you're really not in a saturated market, what you're actually in is a competitive market. Now, there may be tiny little pockets in the United States that are actually saturated, but the reality is most of them are not. It's just people complaining about a market that they don't know how to deal with. So how can you handle a competitive market and stand out and get booked? Here are our 3 tips for standing out in a competitive market. The first tip is to be creative. Now I know that sounds really simplistic, but honestly, how many of you have taken classes and then applied a cookie cutter model to your photography to the point that your picture looks like your competitor's picture, who looks like somebody down the street as well? Guys, you've got to get out of that rut. You've got to shoot differently. You've got to be creative. You have to use your skill set, your eye that nobody else has. That is the first step to standing out. The second tip to stand out in a competitive market is to innovate. I love the quote that says, "Innovate or die," because it's true, guys. You need to look for those products, those things that nobody else has. Whether that's a really cool press printed book or an amazing wrapped art canvas that no one else in your market is offering at all. But when you innovate, you offer something different. You offer something that stands out. But you have to make sure that you talk about that innovation, that thing that's different, or nobody knows that it exists. And our last tip for standing out in a competitive market is learning from outside your industry. Guys, that is one of the biggest ways we've found to stand out in different social media platforms, is to stop doing what other people in our industry are doing and to learn from experts in the business arena, experts in the floral business, experts that are wedding planners, or even Fortune 500 companies, because again, that goes back to innovation and being creative when you learn outside your industry. All right, guys, so succeeding in a competitive market is hard. It's absolutely hard if you have to do it on your own. In fact, you're probably going to burn out. So in the show notes today, I want you to go check it out. We have a private Facebook group where we share videos only for that group with interviews and hot seats. So go check it out and join. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have loved this video, hit subscribe and let us know that you want more content like this. On top of that, go ahead and hit like, leave us a comment below, tell us what one thing really resonated with you. And if you have a fellow business owner who is dealing with a really tough competitive market, share this video with them and help them out. Thank you again so much for watching. Make sure that you check back next Tuesday for a brand new video. Thanks for watching.